One day I was training at this dojo near my hometown and I was doing randori against a heavier opponent of mine. He was also very strong, very good judoka, very good guy. And he was like around, I believe, 100 kilograms, something like that. And he threw me in Uchimata and I planted my head down inside the mat and felt like a shockwave going down to my left arm. And on that moment, I didn't really pay attention to that thing. But the next morning, I was wrecked. I couldn't move my neck. I was literally blocked. And I wasn't even able to drive properly. Very bad situation. And I also remember that since that moment, I wasn't able to perform a pull-up, okay? I was like this, and I couldn't really make strength on my left arm. I was doing like, I was going up like this, you know? I was doing pull-up like that because I didn't have strength in my back muscles on the left. And at the time I didn't knew that, but now that I have more knowledge about human anatomy and methods of, how can I say, trauma, trauma mechanisms, I have more knowledge about traumatic mechanisms because I'm a physical therapist. I can tell you that I had a very slight nerve damage, because when you're losing strength in a certain body district, it likely means that you have a nerve damage. And I was lucky because it was something very light and reversible. Otherwise, I would have needed to go down a neurosurgery to keep my arm working. And that was just one episode, but I always had neck pain because as a grappler, it's something that you experience for sure at least once in your lifetime. But I started to get pissed off at getting my neck wrecked after every training, so I decided to wanted my neck to feel strong and not be blocked every fucking time. I wanted to planting my head in the mat and being and not experiencing all of that pain once again. And the solution was very simple actually. The solution was just to start training my neck. Start to training my neck like every other muscle district. This is the key to actually stop experiencing neck pain. I know that it might sound dangerous. I know it might sound even strange performing a neck bridge or performing a neck extension or a neck curl with some weights over your head, but think about that. You're going to put your neck in danger anyway during judo. Okay, you're going to put your neck in danger when you are doing randori, even nevaza or tachivaza, you are going to put your neck in danger anyway. So why don't you start exposing your neck to forces that will make your muscle thicker, your tendons and ligaments and bones thicker, in order to reduce the likelihood of injury when you're going to expose yourself in randori. Okay, this is the key. Because the fact is, you can put tension on your neck and make it stronger, make it more resilient. All right. Since I've started to train my neck, my pain is gone completely. I don't have neck pain anymore. It's something very light, something very easy. It's not something that actually concerns me a lot. My spine is more stable, and also aesthetically, you look like you're more intimidating. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Oh, okay. This is very cool to have a thick neck, and it's not very bad. Also, aesthetically speaking, you look better when you have a thick neck. So why don't you start training your neck? And you might ask, how do you train your neck exactly? I started with isometrics. The two exercises that I used were the prone neck bridge and the supine neck bridge. I kept them for 30 seconds each and progressed them over time. But honestly, I start to believe that isometrics are not really helpful, okay? If you have if it's very painful for you to start with normal neck exercises, isometrics are fine. But usually I prefer doing isotonic exercise. Isotonics means when you're moving your neck up and down like this. I prefer them. And the neck is not fragile. If you feel scared, isometrics are a good way to start to get introduced into neck training, but isotonics is what really drives hypertrophy in the front muscles of the neck and the back muscles of the neck. So you gotta start with doing isotonic exercise anytime soon. And the two exercises that I found very useful to train your neck are the neck curls and the neck extensions. I would recommend to perform 15 to 20 reps of the neck so that you still gain the hypertrophy stimulus, but you're not loading so much that you're exposing yourself to the risk of injury. So every week you add 1.25 kilograms or around 3 pounds to every movement of neck curl and neck extension, which means how do you perform this exercise? I'm going to put some videos in the montage here, but you basically lay down on a bench, you cross your legs so that you're not falling over, you put a plate on your front, on your head like this, and you go up and down, and you're going to train your neck. And you do the same while laying down prone with weights over your head right here, and you're going to extend your neck. There are also some gadgets that you can find on the internet, which is a little helmet that you put over your head, and you can put weights on it and train your neck like this. I haven't really tried yet. I would like to try them, and this could be very useful for you. And how can you insert them inside your strength and conditioning session? I like to superset them with the bench press. So I do one set of bench press, then I already have the bench. I took a couple of plates, I put them over your head, and I do some neck curls or neck extension. So superset them with the bench press is very good because you're resting your pecs, your pushing muscles, while you're also training your neck or doing some hypertrophy and resilience work. Or you can do it at the end of your training session, at the end of your judo session, or at the end of your strength and conditioning session. So my advice would be to train your neck 2 to 3 times a week, and you will start to see improvement not only in pain but also in your performance and your ground game, because in your nevasa, when you're performing like a katagatame, when you have the head and the arm of your partner right here, you start to squeeze with your head over your partner, you will see improvements also in that. When you're trying to control someone with your head during the ground game, you are going to need a strong neck, okay? You are planting your neck during ground game, and if someone bridges you off and you have your head on the ground, you might also risk injury. When I started thinking about it, I have no idea why I didn't start training my neck before. So if you're finding this video, please start right now to train your neck, not only for your safety, but also for your performance. Because a strong neck also, if you're a wrestler or if you're someone who practices Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, when someone grabs a collar tie on you and wants to push your head down, having a strong neck allows you to defend better. There is a guy when I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that was always trying to do a triangle by grabbing my neck with both of his hands and pushing me down, and he wasn't able to do triangle to me every time because my neck muscles were strong enough to stay upward. Okay? Please, it's very crucial, it's very important. Start training your neck. It doesn't require to you that much of time over your session. Do it either at the end, superset it with the bench, or just do it, just fucking start it, okay? This is what I would like to have heard at the time. If you appreciated this video, if you would like to hear more from me, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you would like me to explain next. And if you would like to have a more personalized advice, one-on-one consultation, you would like to DM me to have more information, to learn something, or just to have a little chat about our grappling experience, you can find everything in the description. Remember to aim upward, as always.